Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pink Edit podcast hosted by yours truly. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I'm currently filming this during the heat wave in May, and I'm literally dying. I've been dripping sweat. I've never realized how easy I can sweat to the point I'm dripping. I know this is TMI, but honestly, it's been so hot recently. I literally have a cup of literally just ice and a little bit of water in front of me because it's so warm. It did rain this morning, but it's back up to 28 degrees right now. So yeah, I don't know how anyone else is holding up in this. Yeah, so I don't know how anyone is holding up, but if you do hear me just taking a sip, I'm not being funny, but I have to because it's just so hot today. But anyways, this episode doesn't have too much of a structure because we're just talking about what I've been doing recently since obviously I finished my exams, I finished class. I'm basically done with university, but I'm still living in my uni city. Because it's been a good 2 weeks already since then, and honestly, low-key, it's actually kind of hard for me to find something to do because some of my friends are actually still doing exams right now because exam season doesn't finish until sometime in June. I think it's mid-June. So yeah, but they are slowly starting to finish exams. I have a nice dinner with my course mates tonight, but I actually went home last week for a couple days. It was actually really, really nice and technically did nothing as well. But I started taking some stuff home already because obviously I need to start moving stuff back home because I'm an overpacker and I bring so much stupid rubbish to uni, so I have to basically take it all back. And before you ask oh, what about your parents helping you? I don't really want to rely on my parents this time. So yeah, but I am going home for literally one night next month sometime. So obviously I need to pack a bit more stuff to take home. But I have one thing. I wanted to go to Spain last week. Plan it for last week because basically my best friend from home, she's currently doing her year abroad program for part of her course, and this semester she was in Spain. And I was like, oh my god, I'll come and visit you. But then turns out on my passport, I had literally less than a month left on the validation of my passport. So I had to actually obviously renew it, and it took about 2 to 3 weeks. And by the time I got my passport back, I'm so sad because I literally only needed a flight from basically Wales to Spain. It was £200, and I was only going to stay for 3 nights, which is crazy. And I only wanted flight, okay? I only wanted the flight, not like a package where it's find somewhere to stay, stuff like that. No, I don't need that. I just wanted the flight, and it came to £200, and that was on Wizz Air, which was crazy because Wizz Air shouldn't be I don't know, charging 200 odd pounds, almost £300 just to go to Spain. But here we are. But obviously I'm this week we didn't really need to go anywhere because it's been so hot in the UK, which I actually been struggling because my parents said they won't bring a fan out because obviously that's more stuff to bring back to the house. That's when I move out. So I've been surviving on my mini fan, and yeah, it still doesn't work because I'm sweating tits off. And my bedroom in this accommodation is quite small, and my window faces the sun, so I'm cooking in this room for the past couple of days, and I can't wait for it to cool down a little bit because this is just ridiculous. It was raining literally this morning and it's back to 28 degrees. Yeah, I don't know what to do because I want to do some stuff clean my room everything, but I cannot be moving around in this room because I'll be dripping in sweat. I literally just took a shower this morning and I'm already dripping in sweat. I don't like this at all. So that's been fun. And honestly, just like going away for holiday, because obviously I booked it so late, or like because of my passport almost expiring, I have booked no abroad holidays, which I'm quite sad about because I wanted to actually go somewhere. But I will be going to London in a couple weeks. So yeah, I'm going for like 3 days. I'm actually quite excited because I actually love London, but it is so expensive to go that I barely go. So yeah, but I'm actually really excited to go to the Miffy store because I know they just recently opened a new Miffy store next to the old one, so there's actually two Miffy stores now right next to each other. I'm actually excited for that one. Excited to actually get like photo booth stuff because obviously London is like one of the only cities with like a load of photo booths available in like loads of different stores, because where I live there's only like in Urban Outfitters or in the pubs, and I don't go to pubs, and it only like specific pub areas, and there's one in my uni student union, but I don't really go there just to take some photo booth pictures. So I'm really excited, and it's to also celebrate one of my friends' birthday. She wanted to go to London. She wanted, and we were like, we could go, and she said that she wanted to do it as a little early birthday celebration. So yeah, I'm actually very excited. But yeah, I literally been doing like technically fuck all because there's only so much you can do, especially in this weather. Like if I go out, I'm gonna get heat stroke. I already feel a heat stroke in my room, let alone being outside. Um that's not fun. Literally got a sweat tash, like a sweat mustache too. Like it's so bad. My face looks so oily in pictures. Like I went out last night and um it was to celebrate another friend's birthday, but we were in like the building. There's no AC in the building, but it was cooler outside than it was inside. And that was around like I think 11 o'clock midnight sometime when I first stepped outside. Um yeah, it is so hot. And yeah, even coming back and trying to sleep in bed, I literally like kicked my like massive blanket duvet thing onto the floor because it's been so hot. Like there's no point in having it there. And yeah, I still haven't cooled out. I am a big complainer, especially when it comes to hot weather and really really cold weather. I do feel like I shouldn't complain about it, but not being able to do anything because it's so hot and I'm like sweating tits, I feel like this is quite valid. Anyways, though, I have a few more things planned before I move back officially to home, before I obviously come here for graduation. Um, Obviously, I want to celebrate my birthday early with some of my uni friends because obviously I'm not gonna see them for my birthday. My birthday's in all the way in August, so yeah. So I hope to celebrate, got that planned. I actually made a Blocket like game quiz thing for it. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a Kahoot, but instead of just answering questions, this one like you can have different games, like different setup of games with those questions. So yeah, and plus I tried doing the Kahoot and you have to pay. I'm not paying just to make one quiz that I'm gonna use once. So yeah, but I'm actually quite excited for that one, and it's gonna be like a beach potluck picnic. So hopefully weather is gonna be good and the tide's gonna be out by the time we go. Fingers crossed. It'll be really nice. And then I'm gonna go out to somewhere else with some friends for a day. Going out back out to Bicester Outlet, and also my best friend, because she's actually like on the day I'm filming this, she will be back in the UK tomorrow on the 29th. So I'm actually very excited, but she's gonna come and stay with me for a few days. Um, so yeah, I'm quite excited for that one as well. And there's a few things I planned. So yeah, and then obviously probably like last minute hangouts with some people before obviously like I move back home. I can't believe that basically my educational era of my life is over. I think I talked about this a bit in the last episode of the podcast, obviously like end of an era and stuff, but like I am not used to any of this. Like I have been applying to jobs or looking for jobs, and the only one I've actually applied to is Costa, being a barista, because where I live, actually, low key, like jobs are quite bad. And for jobs that I'm looking for, they're actually not even like advertising the types of jobs I want to apply for. And I'm not saying like I want to, like, I know confidently that I could do. Um, and a lot of these like job applications are like looking for like senior and managers and stuff when you come out uni and say like you only worked in retail or anything and not in like I guess a specific field, it's quite hard to get those jobs just because like you have not had prior experience to say working in accounting, like you haven't climbed up the corporate ladder to reach that point. So yeah, low-key kind of screwed. Actually, funny enough, I turned off my mini fan to record this, and I'm actually sweating 2 times more. I don't know if I should turn the fan because then if I'm recording, then you're gonna hear just the fan because my fan actually is quite louder, but it's really good. I got it from Taobao, because obviously when I went back to China, earlier in this academic year, the first thing I had my cousin order for me on Taobao was a fan, because even if it hits 30 to 40 degrees in China as well, like where my family lives, actually low-key it feels like I could deal with that more than I can with the heat here, especially in buildings. That's only because there's AC in the apartments over there and stuff, so like I'd be like lying in the bed with the AC on because I can actually survive that heat with the AC. And all the shopping centers and like buildings have AC. There's no AC in the shopping centers here in the UK, by the way, I'm just saying. So people who always poop on like British people for complaining that 30 degrees is quite hot, you don't understand that none of our buildings are automatically built with AC units into like the ceilings or anything. And plus all our buildings are made from bricks, double layered bricks, by the way. And I think this comes more from like Americans, that we hear that like Americans shitting on British people for it. Your houses are made like literally similar to the first house from the Three Little Pigs story. Huff perfect, blow your house down and your house will fall down. Ours won't. It's made of brick, double layered brick, and we have insulation to keep heat in. That's the whole point of building houses here in the UK. So yeah. So we're cooking in the morning, we're cooking in the afternoon, and we're cooking in the evening. So that's fun. So yeah, I don't even have a big fan in this room. Like, I don't even want to buy one because no point because we have so many in the house at home. So I feel completely screwed because even though it's supposed to be raining next week, it's still gonna be like near 20 degrees. It's gonna be like 17, 18 degrees, even though it's raining. Oh, I want it to just go cool just a little bit more, just so I can actually enjoy it. I feel like if it rains like on Monday, I'm just gonna step outside and just be like showered in the rain because I feel like that's probably the best point of call. But yeah, I've been on a massive tangent because this whole point of this episode is talking about like what I've been doing. But actually, after my exams, because my only exam was on the 11th of May. It was a 24-hour one, which actually, when I think about it, it wasn't too bad. It was actually quite a nice couple questions that were given to us on the exam. So yeah, and and I was only in there from 10. I was in the library from like 10 a.m. and I finished at like I think 6:30 probably. But then I stayed a little longer because one of my course mates was still there, because she came in later and like we talked a bit for like something. But after that, I went into the city centre, and I saw my parents that week. I think I saw them on the 12th, literally the following day. And then I'm literally looking through my pictures because I don't actually know like what I did, to be honest, which sucks because I don't actually know. Um, but yeah, I met with my parents the day after, and then on the 13th, I actually went out for dinner with some friends. I met from societies, back from like society events from, I think when I was in first to second year and stuff. So we had that, and then I went to work, and then I went home the following week, for a few days, of course. It was actually really nice, actually being at home, just like chilling, doing absolute nothing. But I have like a nice big room with like not AC, but like the fans that you can buy. But then when I came back, obviously suddenly it hit so hard of like how warm it was, because I didn't expect it to be like this hot. So yeah. Actually, also talking about like going to city centre, the other day I went in there and I saw this really nice halter top from Hollister, and I actually ended up not buying it because I only took one size and one colour of that top to try, and because it was half term, the line to the dressing room was so long that if I left it I would have to wait another 20 minutes in the line, so I couldn't be asked. But I wish I actually bought it now because they sold out online and in store. I'm really sad. It was a really nice top though. But yeah, I'm looking for like a nice halter top. I also love Hollister's clothes because their clothing is actually like quite soft, and like I do get quite a sensory nightmare if the stitching like makes me itchy, because then I won't actually wear that top or like bottom ever again. I wear it once and then I won't wear it again. So that's why I like Hollister's clothes, but they are quite expensive. But yeah, I wish I actually bought that top though, because it was a really nice one. So that was that. It's crazy now. I only have a month left at uni, and then I move home. Yeah. I. It feels like actually low-key like it doesn't feel close enough, but I know it's quite close, especially a month, because like obviously all day every day I like basically do nothing unless I go to work, to my part-time job, but literally other than that I do like nothing unless I plan stuff with friends. But next month hopefully it's going to be a little busier because I planned stuff with some friends, and have a few events that we've planned to do, so hopefully that will be fun. Anyways, with all this free time, actually, I have come to discover more stuff, I guess, which actually one of them is a recent discovery. They're not new or anything, but it's just I've only just actually had a proper look into this group. Obviously, if you guys have not watched like my introduction first episode, I mentioned that I like K-pop, pretty deep into it, to be honest. But of course, like in recent years there have been like increase of like global groups. So obviously in SM we have Katseye, Santos Bravos, and SM has the British boy group Dear Alice, and JYP has Girlset. But yeah, I just only properly like listen to music by Santos Bravos, which if you guys don't know, they're the Latin American like boy group from Hybe. And I actually been really liking their songs recently. I did a cover of one of these songs called I'm gonna butcher this. Hang on, give me a minute. I actually need to look for the name because if I don't read it, um, I'm gonna actually like. So it's called Velocidade. I'm sorry for that butchering, but yeah, I did a cover of the chorus bit of that, and I've been really liking their music recently because obviously I don't really listen to much Latin American music in general. Like obviously I know Bad Bunny, Shakira, and then the boy group CNCO. But I don't really listen like a lot. But yeah, I actually paid a lot more attention to like the music and the members, like just like because I remember when the what do you call it, survival show was a thing. I heard about it, but I hate survival shows, so I will never watch them. So I don't really know like a lot of contestants or anything. But yeah, but obviously I heard about the Santos Bravos one, but I obviously didn't really pay attention because I don't, like I said, I hate um like survival shows. So yeah, and obviously they debuted. I only like properly came across it like once they started their promotions in Korea, because obviously they made their Korean TV like debut with like Velocidade on the music banks and stuff. But yeah, and if you want to know, my bias is Gabby. But yeah, and also just been like, I've been so low key chronically online recently. Like, I did a little TikTok video of like some of the like drama and tea and news on TikTok. So, two shocked me the most from that video. If you haven't watched it, make sure you follow me on TikTok. But the first one was actually coming across the whole Tyler catastrophe, like, whole situation, because I literally remember, like, I had one video pop up on my For You page that said, there's so much wrong with Tyler Catastrophe, and I'm like, love, I don't even know who this is. This is the first video I have of this person talking about this creator called Tyler Catastrophe. But usually with me, I just like posts and scroll past if I don't watch them. And then obviously, you know, when you like one thing, like one video of a certain topic on TikTok, then all videos will pop up. So yeah, I went on to the deep dive of Tyler Catastrophe. And let me just say, if I thought some K-pop fans is like parasocial relationships with idols were bad, they have yet to meet Tyler Catastrophe, because if you haven't come across Tyler Catastrophe, possibly I could do an episode or like a video just deep diving talking about Tyler Catastrophe, because I actually love like just coming across and just watching some videos that explain what's happening. But basically, just to summarize, Tyler Catastrophe, his one of the problems is this parasocial relationship he has, and unfortunately, this relationship he has is with Wilbur Soot. If you also don't know who that is, if you remember Dream SMP, he was basically one of the people part of it, playing Minecraft, and he's also the singer of his band called Lovejoy. I remember like at school I had this classmate who loved Wilbur Soot. This was before like the whole thing coming out of him like abusing his partners and stuff came out. But yeah, basically Tyler Catastrophe has this really strong parasocial relationship with Wilbur Soot. Like, there's a few things that point to it, which he addresses Wilbur Soot. Instead of saying Wilbur Soot, it's William Gold. Like he knows him personally, which obviously is a problem. And then another thing is that he's always denied Shubbles' claims of Wilbur biting her, when in reality, like, she didn't even say it was Wilbur. I remember that, like, basically it was a deep dive of some, like, you know, those internet, like, FBI agents, and turned out it was Wilbur Sutch, and he actually came out to say sorry. So basically that's him admitting it anyways, because he did say that, like, he did it and stuff. But yeah, but funny enough, obviously Wilbur Sutch has since replied to this whole Tyler catastrophe, like, situation, and of course he's defending Tyler because it's one of his only two fans and he needs that much support, because obviously he's fallen off because of his controversy. But yeah, that actually shocked me because of how bad that, like, parasocial relationship thing was. It's so weird to me. And the other one, which is quite recent, was the whole thing with Gabby Gonzalez, like, hiring a hitman to stage an accident where Jack Avery died from a car accident. If you guys don't know, I was such a massive Why Don't We fan. I stand them, I think, between 2017 and then 2020. Like, after they did the 12 songs, the one of each month they released that year. After that, I actually, like, kind of went into K-pop instead. But to hear that whole thing that involved, like, a member of a boy group that I was, like, so into back at the time is actually, like, crazy, and, like, it's just so weird for me, like, a shock it was. Which, by the way, let me tell you, I never liked Gabby Gonzalez, even back when, like, they just revealed they were dating and they had a child and stuff. Like, I just never liked her. She gave off very bad vibes, and it's not me being like, oh, because I was a young girl, this whole parasocial relationship thing of, like, they're not allowed to date. No, I actually did not give a shit who they did, but it's just, I don't know, I have this, like, third sense, I guess. This sounds stupid from me now. Like, I could just feel bad vibes from some people, and just, like, yeah, she gave really bad vibes. Glad to say I didn't like her, cause fuck, how can you go from, like, oh, I don't like him, to, like, actually let's hire someone to kill him, bro? What? So yeah, some TikTok drama and news. It's obviously one of them's not really drama, it's actually just news. It's, like, horrible news, but I hope Jack and his daughter and his family are all okay, because that is such a scary thing to go through. That is so bad. So yeah. But yeah, that's some of the online stuff that I've been coming across recently too, like, just a lot of it. Unfortunately, no concerts. I know ENHYPEN released tickets for their concert next year, but I just feel like it's not gonna be good because Heesung isn't in ENHYPEN anymore. It feels wrong. And also, I know there's, like, Music Bank in Barcelona in September. I can't be asked, to be honest, low-key. I'm waiting for a Treasure concert to come to the UK, because that's where I'll be. Catch me there. Lols. But literally, I'm not being funny. This is all I've been doing. I actually been playing Tomodachi Life as well. I actually haven't been playing it quite too much recently, just because, like, when I first got it, I played it, like, every day. But I've been on it every so often, and let me just tell you, all I have an update is that my me is, like, drama, because there's about 4 or 5 characters that is in love with my me. So we'll see what happens. I will definitely update you guys on that one, because it's actually so full of drama. There's more drama on this island than there is in real life, in my life anyways. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this episode. It was just a little catch up of, like, what I've been doing recently, and just, like, obviously just waffling basically today. We're just waffling. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, why am I repeating myself? But if you did enjoy it and you're listening to this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this episode, and check out the other videos that I have on the YouTube channel. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you follow the podcast and download this episode stuff. I literally actually low-key don't understand how that works, but make sure you download the episodes and make sure you follow me on my other social medias. Obviously, links in the description box down below if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, just head over to Instagram and TikTok. Both is in the EleanorLee_05. But I'll make sure to see you guys or talk to you guys in the next episodes. Take care. Bye bye.